Shadows by Miss Michael Angel Johnson. Fade in. Interior, Newton, Connecticut. St. Matthew's Church. The Reverend's office. Evening. Reverend Josie the Rev. Strickland, 40s, African American, has a natural beauty and grace about her. Enters her office, wearing a stunning black silk dress with her minister's collar on. Violet Audrey, 60s, African American, very attractive and physically fit, is standing over a dead body, whose face cannot be seen. On the floor, there's a bloody paperweight. The Reverend is surprised yet composed when looking at the scene. She looks back and forth from the body to Violet. At last, the Reverend gently pushes Violet into a chair. The Rev then walks over to the phone and picks it up, but before speaking into the phone, turns to Violet.
Mother, what have you done?
Flashback, 7 days earlier. Interior, San Francisco. Diana and Mark's apartment, bedroom, early morning. Diana Reed, 22, African American, pretty, has a Fujifilm X-E1 around her neck and is standing at the bedroom door with a suitcase beside her. She is looking at Mark, who is asleep in the bed. Diana walks over to the bed. She places a kiss on Mark's forehead, who does not wake up. Diana's phone buzzes. She looks at her phone, then types a message. Diana then picks up her suitcase and walks out the door. Interior, Newton, Connecticut, the Rev and Dr. James Strickland's house. Bedroom, night. The Rev, dressed in her nightgown, is sitting at a makeup table putting lotion on her hands and arms as she looks over some papers. Dr. James Strickland, 40s, who is the Rev's husband, is in bed reading a medical journal.
And if everything goes as planned at the auction?
And with you in charge it will.
James puts the medical journal down and picks up a cookbook.
We'll be able to buy the building on 8th Street by the fall.
But according to dear Rick...
The Rev gets into bed and begins to kiss James.
We're not selling that communion cup.
They kiss more passionately. The sound of a text coming in goes off. James looks at the phone on the night table on his side of the bed. He shows the text to the Rev, who doesn't look pleased. James writes a text as he gets out of bed. Interior, the Rev's house, foyer, continuous. James opens the front door. Diana is standing at the door, holding her bag and has the Fujifilm X-E1 around her neck. James gives Diana a warm hug and then takes her bag. Interior, the Rev's house, Diana's bedroom, continuous. There's a framed print of Carrie James Marshall's Pastimes on the wall. Another wall is covered with books. There are some interesting photographs of the ocean that are framed hanging around the room. There are also some trophies for swimming. Diana and James are making up the bed.
But you worked so hard to get that internship, Diana. Did Mark come back with you?
Diana shakes her head, meaning no. James regards Diana. It's clear that Diana doesn't want to talk. Interior, the Rev's house, the Rev in James's bedroom, continuous. James enters. The Rev is on the phone.
It was a blessing to find that communion cup, but we're not selling...
James, shaking his head, gets into bed.
We can talk more about this after the staff meeting. Good night, Rick.
The Rev hangs up the phone and gets back into bed.
Rick needs to get a life of his own.
He cares about what happens at the church.
And shouldn't you care about why your daughter's here tonight?
The only reason Diana came here is because her grandmother's out of town, or we wouldn't have seen her tonight.
You haven't seen her.
James turns his back to the Rev, covers his head with a light blanket. The Rev is annoyed. Interior, the Rev's house, kitchen, continuous. This is a kitchen for someone who likes to cook. Diana takes an oatmeal raisin cookie out of a cookie jar, then takes a set of keys off a hook and a remote from another hook. Exterior, the Rev's house, garage, continuous. Diana opens the door of one of the cars with the remote that she took from the kitchen and gets in the car. Interior, the Rev's house, the Rev's bedroom, continuous. James is asleep. The Rev is looking up at the ceiling. She gets out of bed, then walks out of the room. Interior, the Rev's house, door to Diana's bedroom, continuous. The Rev is standing outside of Diana's bedroom door debating whether to knock or not. Frustrated and without knocking on the door, the Rev walks down the stairs. Exterior, the Rev's house, front porch, continuous. The Rev is sitting on a swing when she takes out her phone.
Were you asleep, Rick?
Exterior, the beach, continuous. It's late, so there are very few people at the beach. Diana takes off her dress. She's wearing a bathing suit. She takes a few pictures of the water. She puts the Fujifilm XE1 down and then goes into the water. She's an excellent swimmer. Exterior, the beach, continuous. POV, Diana's. There's a person standing near Diana's clothes. She swims back to shore. By the time Diana gets to her things, the person is gone. Diana bends down and picks up something that's in the sand. It's a ring with the initials and an inscription, CT, and Amis pour toujours. Diana puts the ring in her bag while looking around. Exterior, Violet Audrey's house, continuous. Diana gets out of her car and walks up to the house, which is dark. She takes out the other key that she took from the Rev's kitchen and opens the door. Interior, Violet's house, entrance, continuous. When Diana goes to turn the alarm system off, it's already off. She is surprised.